Greetings carnivores and welcome back to Carnivore Confidential, Dougie the Butcher. Today on the menu is side ribs. Frozen solid of course, so I've got to thaw them. But what I'm going to do with these bad boys today is I'm going to cook them sous vide. And you can see this is the whole rack with the breastbone right here, still attached. This is the breastbone right here. And so I'm going to remove that for cooking and I'm going to get them in the sous vide cooker. Now according to Kenji Lopez at the Food Lab, I need 24 hours at 145 degrees to cook these bad boys, or I need 165 degrees to cook them for 12 hours. So I'm going to go with the $1.65 12-hour thing and hopefully have my dinner on the go by maybe 8 o'clock tonight. But that's the plan for today. So come on back for that and I'll show you what's going on with the sous vide cooker. Thanks for hanging out. Stay hungry, you guys. All right, folks, so like I said earlier, I'm doing some side ribs in a sous vide cooker today. I'm going to do a bit of experiment later on this afternoon, finish them off on the barbecue. I'm going to wrap them. Actually, I'm going to smoke them, then wrap them and finish them off on the barbecue. I've got a fairly hot temperature going on the sous vide cooker at 165. And I didn't bother boring you with prepping this. All it was taking the skin off it, seasoning them a little bit, and vac packing them, and then throwing them in the sous vide cooker. So that's where we're at. And come on back later for a little update. Ciao. All right, folks, here we are, midway through the cook. I turned it up a little bit to $1.70, and as you can see, sous vide is rocking the process. We are about 5 hours into the cook. Probably got another 4 to go or so. And then we're going to throw them on the barbecue. But by then I'm going to lose daylight. So hopefully I'll still be able to share this with you. Bye for now. All right. So last night I decided to call an audible and pull the plug on these side ribs for my dinner. The reason for that being that according to Kenji Lopez at the Food Lab, $1.65 is the temperature you cook these guys at if you're doing a 12-hour cook, and $1.45 is the temperature you cook these guys at if you're doing a 24-hour cook. So I didn't start them until 8 o'clock in the morning, and of course 12 hours is 8 p.m. Plus I'd have to put them on the barbecue, and I didn't feel like eating my dinner at like midnight. So plus there's no daylight outside around here in January after 5, so I called an audible, as I said, decided to turn these down to $1.45. I let them go overnight, and I just put them in an ice bath to stop the cooking so that I can have the rest of the day today to mess around with these guys, make a sauce and finish them off onto our barbecue and show you that in daylight. So we'll stick around for that. Thanks for coming back, guys. All right, welcome back, folks. Like I said, I called an audible last night and put these, didn't take them out actually, just turned them down to $1.45 and let them go overnight. And then this morning when I got up, I shocked them with cold water, and they've been sitting in ice water ever since. So now I'm just going to open them up and they're going to go on the barbecue, and I'm going to smoke them for a little bit. And then I'm going to wrap them, and then we're going to do a little taste test and see how we made out. Smell awesome. And of course they're all jellied up because they were sitting in ice water. But yeah, so that's what's going to go on now. Just going to take them downstairs. I got the barbecue going. I got the grill going, I should say. Okay, there's a big difference between barbecuing and grilling. Barbecuing obviously was intended for the tougher pieces of meat with heavy connective tissue, lots of fat and sinew that breaks down over a long period of time under a low cook. And grilling is just, of course, throwing a couple of steaks on the grill. You get the idea. Anyway, these are going downstairs on the grill, which I have set up to be a smoker. And I'll bring you back for that. Stay hungry. Okay, like I said, I've got them on the grill. I've set it up to smoke, to be a smoker rather. I've got my applewood pellets over here, under the heat, no heat over here. And I've got my side ribs over here on the no heat side indirectly. Currently got 200 and almost 50 degrees, gonna shoot for 300 and try and maintain that. And I'll bring you back for that. All right, folks. All right, folks, we're back. I had them on the barbecue smoking for about an hour and a half. They look and smell fantastic. I'm just going to transfer them to my little tinfoil boat here. I'm gonna add some butter, because of course butter makes everything better. Of course my butter's hard. That's okay, the ribs are hot. And to this, we're just going to add some brown sugar. It's actually yellow sugar, but what my wife happened to have in the fridge, left over from Christmas baking. All right. So let's just go ahead and be Hey, cut it out. That's what I have to live with when my studio is my home and my pooches here share it with me. Actually, my pooches don't share my home. I share theirs. Truth be told, I live in their house. I drive their car. I sleep in their bed. My wife and I exist for the pooches. And that's okay. It's the way we'd like to have it. That's the way we have it. That's the way we prefer it. I put my gloves on inside out. All right, so we've made a little boat here. Seal everything up so that when stuff starts to melt, it doesn't go everywhere. We'll take these back downstairs and put them back on the grill. And let the butter and the brown sugar do its magic. Next step, taste test. Stay hungry. All right, so I kind of skipped to the last step because I'm hungry, and I apologize for that. So I've already taken them off the barbecue. I've already taken them out of the tin foil. I've already sliced them and put them on a plate, but as you can see, they are so tender. It's almost like pulled pork. And man, sweet, delicious. Thank you so much for, excuse me. Thank you so much for sticking with me on this one. Labor of love, these side ribs. I mean, I started them yesterday, finished them today, eating them now. Wish you were here, because these are outstanding. Anyway, please like and subscribe to my new channel. Dougie the Butcher, really appreciate your support. Thanks so much. See you next Thursday. Stay hungry.